We begin, however, with the disheartening news out of Israel, where officials are now telling us that the body of a hostage has been discovered in Gaza. She is 65-year-old Yehudit Weiss and is from the Be'eri kibbutz. The IDF says they found her body near the Al-Shifa Hospital. The grim news coming as officials say they may be nearing a deal with Hamas to actually free the other hostages. And the IDF's chief of staff claiming his forces are close to completely destroying Hamas's military system in northern Gaza. Our Patrick Reevell is in Tel Aviv with more. Patrick, first of all, let's talk more about this hostage that sadly has lost her life.
Hi, Kira. Yeah, bad news that came out in the last couple of hours. The IDF has confirmed that it's found the body of Yehudit Weiss, who is 65 and was taken by Hamas in the attack on the 7th of October from one of the kibbutzes in southern Israel. She was found, the IDF says, in a building adjacent to the Al-Shifa Hospital. They say that they found Hamas weapons and military equipment next to her body, including RPGs. She actually also, her husband was killed in the attack on October 7th. We also know that she was a pensioner and that she had worked in a kindergarten. She was also suffering from cancer when she was taken. This is the first time, as far as we know, that the IDF has found the body of a hostage. And obviously this comes, as you say, as we've been hearing, that there is some, hopefully, progress in the talks to try and reach a deal to free the other hostages.
So how close do you think we are seeing to the release of these other hostages? Where exactly do these conversations or negotiations stand among Hamas, Israel, and Qatar right now?
Yeah, so we have been hearing that there is some progress in these talks for the last few days, which, as you say, are mediated by Qatar, and this has been going on now for weeks. But the outline of the deal that we have been told by sources, both American sources and Israeli sources, is that in the deal that's being discussed, at least 50 hostages would be released in exchange for a temporary ceasefire that would be either 3 to 7 days. At the moment, though, the two sides are haggling over how long that ceasefire should be and how many hostages should be released, and there is no agreement on that. We also have been told that there's a possibility that also Israel would release some Palestinian women and children in exchange for some of the hostages being released. The hostages that would be chosen from the Hamas side, it would be women, children, the elderly and the sick. They would be the ones who would be first released. But as I say, for now, there is no agreement. There is still a discussion and a haggling going on over how long this ceasefire should be.
So Israeli ground troops, meanwhile, are reporting that they are still inside the Al-Shifa Hospital since launching that raid there almost 2 days ago. Can you tell us more about what they have claimed to have found?
Yeah, so the IDF seem to be really fully in control of the Al-Shifa Hospital. From the videos we've seen of them, they're basically mainly operating on the ground and in the basement and on the lower levels, while the patients seem to be on the upper floors with the medical staff. And today, you know, we've seen yesterday the IDF released pictures saying they found weapons, they found Kalashnikovs, a small number of Kalashnikovs, etc., inside Al-Shifa. But just in the last hour or so, they've now said that they have found a tunnel and have released a video that they say shows that tunnel being exposed by IDF troops who have actually been digging in the grounds of Al-Shifa Hospital. I mean, the IDF have claimed all the way through that Shifa and other hospitals were being used basically to shield Hamas infrastructure, basically command posts under the hospital. The evidence we'd seen until today so far hadn't seemed to really necessarily back that up. You know, we were seeing only very small numbers of weapons being found there, but obviously Israel insists that they will find it and that they have more evidence, and now they're bringing forward these pictures that they say show tunnels, so we will wait to see whether we've received more information about that. But obviously the humanitarian situation remains terrible. You know, we've been speaking to people there over the last few days, and we know that there's no water, there's no power, and that, you know, a number of dozens of very, very severely ill patients have died in the last few days.
Patrick Reevell there in Tel Aviv for us. Patrick, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.